When creating a new PBCS application, one of the available options is Enable Sandboxes. Sandboxes allow users to create dynamic versions from within a data form, enabling them to keep their work private whilst developing plans or to experiment with different outcomes without committing changes to the base data set. Enabling the sandbox option at application creation will add an HSP view dimension to your application. This dimension consists of three members: base data, where base data for the application is stored; sandbox data, where data for the various sandboxes are stored; and consolidated data, which can be used to show a combined view using sandbox data where available and using base data to fill in the gaps. An additional property is also used for the version dimension members when sandboxes are enabled. This Enable Sandboxes property can be used to choose which versions sandboxes can be created for. You may wish to enable this functionality for all versions or for a selected subset. When sandboxes are enabled, a new Sandboxes member is added to the version dimension as well. As sandboxes are created, dynamic members are added beneath this member. Data values entered to the sandbox are then stored at the intersection of this dynamic sandbox version member and the sandbox data member of the HSP view dimension. Because of this, sandbox data is held separate from the base data set, allowing comparisons to be performed between base data and sandbox data easily. Users can create new sandboxes using the Create Sandbox button that appears on forms with a selectable version dimension in the Page area. Here you can enter a name for the sandbox before creating it. The original version and the sandbox are then shown on tabs at the top of the form. You can toggle between the base data and the sandbox as needed. Values entered to the sandbox are not shown in the main form. This allows you to prepare a plan privately, tweaking the base values as required. Sandbox data will remain hidden from other users while you work on it, though service administrators will still see sandbox data. At any point, you can decide to merge your sandbox data back into the main data set by using the Publish option. This will delete the sandbox and make your changes visible to other users. Alternatively, you can discard your changes by simply deleting the sandbox. Sandboxes add a lot of flexibility to the planning process, enabling users to interact in a more open manner without impacting other users.